I've never done an eye like this, by the way. This is actually my first time doing an eye, but you know, I'm unleashing my inner artist, so.
Bouncing around. Shout out to them people.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Joey here again with yet another video. So today we're going to be doing a makeup video. Today we're going to be talking about the James Charles Morphe palette. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I kind of went off a little bit because I had a bad experience the first time I tried this palette. So at the end, I concluded that it was actually my fault. But before I even get into the palette, you want to use a primer, honestly, that is dry. Do not sit there and use something super creamy or anything like that. And if it is creamy, make sure that it does dry. Yesterday, I went ahead and I tried it again, and it actually worked. The primer that I did use was the Laura Mercier Peach eye base. This eyeshadow base, I actually like this because it dries matte. So if you're looking for something that's not super creamy, this is really nice. And on top of that, it does brighten up your eyes a lot. However, I'm not going to be using this one today because I'm actually doing a review on another product that I just received yesterday. I actually have a little bit of the primer on my hand right now. And as you can see, it is creamy, but it's not like, it kind of has a matte finish to it. I already have it on. The one that I'm talking about is the P.Louise eyeshadow base. So I'm using the color Rumour 4. This primer actually dries pretty matte and nice, so I am liking that about it. It's not like super heavy or creamy. So what's nice about that is that it actually, being that it dries matte, you aren't going to get any cakiness or anything. You're not going to get any blotchiness with your eyeshadows, and your eyeshadows are not going to move. But of course, we're going to try with the James Charles palette. And this is the palette right here, if you guys are not familiar with it. I actually still have the box right here. I bought this on Sunday. I bought it on Sunday at the Morphe store, and I got mine for $42. So it's $39, but it's $42. It comes up to $42 with tax. So in this palette, you are getting 39 shades, which is pretty nice for a palette. I feel like it is worth the money. It does come with this kind of plastic tarp over it with the names of the shades. Mine looks a little bit used because I did dip into it and stuff, but this is what it looks like. It's so beautiful. Some of the golden shades, you can actually use them as highlight. I did use it as a highlight yesterday, and it looked really pretty. I think I used this shade right here. Really, really pretty. So yeah, you do get a lot with this. What I will say is this palette is perfect for anyone. So it's perfect for your experienced artist, but it's also perfect for a beginner because you are getting everything in that one palette, and it gives you the opportunity to practice and stuff. And you can just get this one palette and you'll be fine without, you know, feeling overwhelmed. Before I get started, let me share with you guys real quick my experience and why it didn't work. So I'm not even gonna lie to you, I attempted this 4 times before it actually really worked. So the first time I tried it with my NYX base, this one right here, but this was way too creamy, like extremely creamy. So what it was doing was it was kind of like not moving the color the way that I wanted it to, and it just wasn't evenly going on. So that was kind of annoying. Third time that I decided to try it, I decided not to set it with powder, and it was going on, but it was still like acting funny. Like I had fallout, it wasn't blending. It was just really, really annoying. And at this point, I'm thinking it's the eyeshadow palette. I'm thinking it's the colors and stuff, but it was just what I was putting on my eye. So yesterday when I tried it, like I said, I tried it with the Laura Mercier base, and it worked pretty well. Cool. So without further ado, guys, I'm gonna go into this tutorial with you guys. I'm gonna show you how this palette works. Absolutely really loving pink shades for my crease lately. So I'm gonna go in with, this is a blending brush. I don't know where this is from. I've had this for a while. The color, it's called Skip. So one thing that you should know with this color, and I experienced this, I don't know if anybody else did, but Skip did stain my eye a little bit. So yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press it on. And then I'm gonna blend.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
This is actually working a little bit better than it was the first time. It's actually going on pretty smooth. I kind of wish that it would go on a little bit more pigmented, but it's going on a lot smoother than it was before, and it's actually moving. Like the product is actually blending out. This shade right here is more like a magenta color, so it's kind of like a darker pink. And I'm gonna use that to deepen my crease a little bit. We're gonna do Love That on the inner crease. This is just the crease brush. I got this one in a set a while back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this color right here, which is called Love That. And one thing that I did want to tell you guys, when it comes to that primer that I did use, a little goes a long way. So like, don't sit there and put on a whole lot of it, because it does spread. Like, it's pretty creamy once it comes out the tube, but once it's on your eye, like, it's not sliding or anything. So like, don't sit there and put on a whole bunch of it, because I don't believe that you need that much. And it covered my eye pretty well. I am loving how this is working. Like, this is actually working very, very, very well. I'm gonna go in with that other brush, the Bdellium Tools brush that I told you guys. This is again the 776 brush. This is a blending brush, so it's a clean brush, as you can see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just blend everything out, just so that it doesn't look like you can see where everything starts. The first brush that I use, and I'm just gonna blend out up here. So I'm gonna go ahead with this shade down here, which is more of a purple shade. The name of the shade is Single. So we're gonna go ahead with Single, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just blend in there. Oh, and this is a different brush. This is a Sephora blending brush. I believe this is the number 10 brush. I could be wrong, but this is the blending brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead and press this on first. That's another thing too. I noticed with this palette, you want to press your colors on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and mix it with Love That, just to kind of deepen the crease a little more. And it's cool, guys. I know it looks like a mess. I know I look crazy, but I will see at the end how popping this eye is gonna be. I'm gonna go in with this purple right here called Escape. So we're gonna do Escape right over here, and we're gonna do that to really, really deepen the crease before I decide to go in with my my cutting of the crease. So the brush that I'm using is the Taper Blending Brush, and this is from Bdellium Tools. The one that I'm using is 785, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start pressing that on. And it's okay, I'm gonna get it on my lids, that's fine, because I'm gonna go ahead and cover that with the primer in a second. So I don't really mind covering my lids a little bit. So I want to use as much colors as possible. So I'm gonna try a rainbow look. We're gonna try this. I just thought about that. So far with this P.Louise primer, I'm believing the hype, you guys. So far, I'm a little bit more impressed than the first time. One thing that I wish with this eyeshadow is that, especially with the Skip, which is that first pink that I put on, I wish it wasn't as blotchy, because I feel like it's a little blotchy, but we'll see at the end. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, like a pea size. You don't need a lot. Don't sit there and use up the whole primer. I know this primer is bomb, but you don't have to sit there and use a whole lot. And this is a Morphe brush. This is pretty much, I don't know if this is a lip brush or if this is a concealer brush, but I use it for concealer and cutting my crease and stuff. So this is like my go-to brush. This eyeshadow base is so nice, and I'm gonna tell you why, guys, because I feel like this eyeshadow base, like, you really, really, really don't have to do a lot of work to spread this. So I am gonna use the yellow. I'm gonna show you guys the yellow. I did use the yellow yesterday as well, but I didn't use it with this base. So we're gonna see if it works pretty well with this base. So this is a ACCosmetics shader brush, and this is, this is old as hell, so, but I still love this brush, so I just use this one. So let's see how this works out. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. You are gonna get some fallout with these eyeshadows. You are gonna get some fallout, but I would just say just blend it out, you know? Like, it's not anything that's gonna kill you or anything like that. Alright. I don't know if you guys can see that. I've never done an eye like this, by the way. This is actually my first time doing an eye, but you know, I'm unleashing my inner artist. So far it looks okay. There is a little bit of blotchiness going on, but most of the time what I do is I stop with the color and then I go back, because eventually, like, sometimes when you go back into kind of packing the color on, it looks even better if you let it set. I don't know if that makes sense, but that works out for me. So, and I forgot to tell you guys, but the yellow shade, the name of it is B, and then the color that I'm gonna use that's at the top is 518. So 518 is the orange color that I'm gonna use. And let's see. So actually mixing the orange and the yellow, it's actually really pretty if you mix them together. I think I'm gonna go ahead and mix this orange with another orange. This color right here, it's kind of like it's a really nice, it's a perfect color for transitional colors. I used it the other day and it looks so pretty, like, as a transitional color. Can you guys see that? That looks so bomb, guys. Oh my god. This is like a kind of like a little sunset eye. We got a little sunset eye going on. So pretty. Oh my god. Like this orangey red. So it's gonna be this one up here. The color is rusted. Really pretty color. It's like an infrared kind of color. And I'm just gonna take very, very little of it because I'm actually gonna smoke out the ends with the red. So I'm just using this to kind of transition into the red. I'm not using too much of it. .776 blending brush right here Bdellium tools. And I'm gonna go ahead with the red color, which is right here. Really pretty neon kind of red. Is that Shook? No, you're kidding. You're kidding. So we're gonna do You're Kidding right here at the ends to kind of, you know, seal the deal with the sunset eye right over here. I had my foot in my mouth. Y'all probably like, how does that foot taste? After what I said, because I was going in, you guys. I was in my story time going in. I was so mad, but I'm glad like that this is working out because it actually means my bucks went to a good place. Well, not my bucks, my boyfriend, because he actually bought it for me. Love you, baby. Before I put my liner on, something that's really bothering me is how blotchy this yellow still looks. So I'm gonna go in with this yellow again, and I'm gonna pack it on because I told you guys I go back and I pack on. I go back and I do that because we ain't going outside with no blotchy ass eyes. Pack and move. Yeah, that looks better. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. liner. Okay, you guys, so I went off camera and I finished my liner and I put some lashes on. And if you guys are wondering what lashes I have on the Ardell Wispy lashes, and I double stack my lashes so that they look a lot more dramatic, because for some reason, I don't know what it is, as big as my eyes are, I feel, maybe somebody else is not gonna feel this way, but I feel like my eyelashes just don't show. Like, I don't know what it is. And the mascara that I'm using is the Great Lash Maybelline mascara. This is like my favorite all-time mascara. Like, I think I've been wearing this brand, this line mascara since I was like in 8th grade. So, okay, so now I'm gonna go to the bottom of my eyes and we are going to try a couple of colors down here. So I think I want to go ahead and just put a little bit of primer because I don't know what's gonna happen. The first time I tried this, I had some falling out and it was a little annoying. So we're gonna try something. I don't normally do this. I just go ahead and just put my my eyeshadow on with no problem, but this just wasn't working, guys. I go in with the colors that I want to go in with. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put some eyeliner in my waterline. This is actually a lip liner, but I use it as eyeliner. It's black. This is from the Crayon case, and the color that I'm using is Blackened. I go ahead and try the blues. So I'm gonna do the blues over here, and then we're gonna gradually turn that into green. So the color that I'm gonna start with, I think I'm gonna start with this kind of periwinkle blue right here. So we're gonna do Brother, and I'm gonna go in with, I think I'm gonna do a pencil brush. So I'm gonna use this little guy right here, and this is the 780 brush. Okay, yeah, this is showing up pretty nice. I am getting a little bit of fallout though, but it's not a lot because of me putting the primer there. So thanks to the primer, there isn't super duper a lot of fallout. And I'm gonna smoke it out, and it's fine because once I finish my face later and I do the concealer, you're not gonna be able to see all the like how rough it looks right now. It's not gonna look this rough. Playground, which is this blue right here, really pretty. So I'm gonna go in the middle right here. This is actually the most colorful eye I have ever done in my entire life, because I promise you guys, I am a neutral kind of girl, and this is a bit much, but whatever. I feel like when I experiment like this is when I get the most compliments. And this cream, the name of it is Daddy. Zaddy. So we're gonna go in with the green, just a little bit. I think I'm gonna try a different, no, I think this brush is just fine. Oh yes, come through rainbow eye. Wait till I clean this up, you guys. When I clean this up, you're really gonna be able to see the essence of these colors. Because I can't even see it right now. Like, I can't see it on the camera. I can see it in my mirror, but I can't see it on the camera. But ooh, when I clean this up, I definitely unleash my inner artist. Go in with is the green. So the green is right here, and this green, the name of it is Social Blade. Yes, auntie. Yes, honey. Oh, come through. Yeah, this eye is definitely popping, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my mascara down here. And guys, I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna finish my face, and I'm gonna come back and tell you guys my final thoughts on the palette. Okay guys, so I'm back. I finished my face and this is the final look. I just want you guys to see what it looks like and stuff close up. So let me give you guys my final thoughts on this this look. I mean, not this look, the palette and the primer. So first of all, when it comes to the primer, the base, the P.Louise Base, which if you guys are not aware, I will be putting a link below. Oh my god, my hand is all dirty, but I will be putting a link below where you guys can actually purchase this. Actually, I bought 4 colors because I wanted some of them for my clients, and then I wanted one for myself. And they each value $10, each of these. You can go ahead and get a package. I think they have like a package where it brings all the colors, but it was sold out when I went to go buy it. So I just went ahead and just bought the individual ones. And I don't remember how much my order came out for, but there is a charge of $10 for shipment because it is coming from another country if you guys are in the United States. So I did have to pay for the shipping, and the shipping was a little pricey, but honestly, this is really worth the bucks. Like, I mean, $10, I don't feel like it's that bad. The shipment is what makes it more expensive, but I don't feel like $10 is that bad for a primer, for an eye primer, especially an eye primer that might last you a pretty long time because you really don't need that much. As you guys seen, I really didn't use that much. I am very, very impressed with this. And the reason why I'm so impressed with this to begin with is because of how the palette wasn't working before with my other primer. This worked very, very well, and it especially worked really well under my eye, which I have never tried that before, but I decided to try it today since this eyeshadow palette tends to get a lot of fallout. I decided to try it and it worked really, really well, especially with this little rainbow thing I got going on. It works very, very well. So I'm excited to try this with my other eyeshadows, my Juvia's Place, my Crayon case, just every eyeshadow palette that I have in my kit. I just can't wait to try it. But I would definitely recommend this. Like, this is fire right here. Like, this is, I'm not even an eye primer type of person. I'm more of a concealer type of person to use it as a primer, but this is fire when it comes to the palette. So I'm very impressed with the palette. It's just, you have to use the palette the right way. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the foot out my mouth, the funky foot that is in my mouth, because I really was bad mouthing the palette, you know, in my Instagram story. I was ready to return the palette. Like, I was like, you know what, if this doesn't work the way it should, I'm returning it. But luckily it did, and I'm so happy, you guys. Like, I am really impressed. I feel like I did unleash my inner artist, because I normally don't do colors like this or anything like that. So if you guys want to see a neutral eye colored tutorial, I can bring that for you guys as well if you guys want to see that. But this is like for my girls who like to experiment, and I definitely had so much fun creating this look. Like, it was a lot of fun because I've never, you know, I normally don't challenge myself too much unless I'm working on someone else. I don't really challenge myself as much, but I just had to try it because I really wanted you guys to see the colors and, you know, how beautiful these colors are. I must say the color payoff is pretty good. The only thing that I'm gonna say is these shades, they're not creamy shades. So they're shades that you're gonna want to pack on, especially if you're using the matte colors, because they're not just gonna glide on the way that you want them to. You have to go ahead and pack them on. So just make sure that you pack and blend, because of course you don't want to pack it in just one place and not blend it out or something. So make sure you blend. But I must say, I do recommend this palette. I am very, very happy that I got to try it. I'm so thankful that my boyfriend bought it for me and stuff. I'm just thankful that it worked, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you guys have any questions or anything regarding the palette or regarding the base, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer you guys. Make sure that you guys follow me on Instagram at Peralta Knows Best, and I will be putting in the description box below all the products that I used on my face, and also the link to this unit, which I will be doing a review on. So make sure you guys do check that out. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And if you guys enjoyed this video, of course, give it a thumbs up. I will see you guys soon. Bye.